Hey, it's Juan at PSL again. I just finished my physical therapy appointment. So if I sound a little winded, that's normal, I guess, from my shoulder surgery. But part 2 of Northern officers wanting to come down and work in Florida. I told you on part 1, great place to work. Good conditions, but there are some areas that are wild and busy, but there's also some jurisdictions that you're more there for guidance and emergency situations and vehicles and health situations, which is cool too. I mean, after you worked in the area up north where you were in the same sector going to the, I don't know how many calls the sector get, but I'm gonna guess around 30 a night. Sometimes the same call, 3 hours separated from each other because they went back at it after you left. They promised to cut it out or they promised to leave, and you know how that goes. They come back, they can't resist each other, and then of course, the part 2 of the fighting, or part 5, whatever it is, of the fighting starts all over again. So you have to go back to the same call and separate the same people. Anyway, you guys know about that. Down here, there's some areas, there is some Section 8 housing. There's certain places, I think, where they have lower income people working. But for the most part, since I wasn't on patrol all the time, I only had to patrol once in a while as a reserve. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to try to give you an expert's view on that. I am going to tell you I did work in the schools, and I did sometimes see who showed up as the parents, and then you can understand why the kid is acting that way, or why the kid has issues or whatever, because the parents are very big into my kid didn't do that, or you're accusing the wrong kid or whatever. And then you have to kindly remind them that we have videos in our schools, in our buildings, in our stairs, in our buses. There's a lot of video coverage on our streets. I think the buses now, after I retired, they might have 6 or 8 cameras.